Here we go, back at you. Horse race bets, getting you ready for everything coming up this weekend as we're right smack dab in the middle of this week and trying to get things going in the right direction. Get our first play of the day coming up this week. We'll do that coming up a little bit later on with race number 8 from Saratoga today. But we want to focus in on what's happening with the weekend coming up from Colonial. And it's really a great series of races. They've moved them over from the old Arlington Park, and now they're at Colonial on that turf course there. And it's a really big race. We're going to start with the Arlington Million to get you set here on this Wednesday, and we'll take a look at what's happening with the field for this race. Classic race, Grade 1, mile and a quarter on the turf. 8 runners in here, including your Kentucky Derby winner from a year ago, Mystic Dan. He's in the mix here to the inside, making his turf debut for Kenny McPeak. You've got Time Song, Vesting, a horse we've seen quite a bit, Runaway Storm, Cairo, Fort Washington, Grand Sonata, and then Integration, the big favorite to the outside at 8-5 on the morning line with Johnny V. But all these horses have skills, right? They're all talented. I'm going to go with the 7, Grand Sonata. A couple of reasons here. One, I want a horse that's going to make a move from off the pace. There's just enough speed to set things up. Grand Sonata does not have to be far back at all. Reunited with former rider Tyler Gaffalione, who's back from his injury, and he's right back where he left, right? He's doing his thing, winning races. He's a very unique rider. He's very, very talented. So I'm going to trust in him. I don't think I've actually placed a wager on Tyler Gaffalione since War at Will. That was a long time ago. Anyway, so we're going to put it here, Grand Sonata. We like the move from off the pace, like the closing, like the buyer speed figures, 99 last time out. And they didn't win that race going a mile and 3/8. But I think this is going to be a much better setup. And like I said before, I think that Tyler is back and he's riding like he always has been. And it's a completely wide open race. Let's get a price. Let's get a price with Todd Pletcher and Tyler Gaffalione. Grand Sonata in the Grade 1 Arlington Million, 8-1 on the morning line. Stay there. Grade 2 Beverly D Stakes, a mile and 3/16 on the turf course. Shorter field here, 6 runners in this field. And we're probably not going to get the price we're looking for, right? Although we scored with Be Your Best last time out, but Be Your Best is 9-5 on the morning line. Chick Shadow to the inside needs some work. Beach Bomb is intriguing with Luis Saez at 4-1. Charlene's Dream at 7-2. Spanish Eyes at 9-2. And then there's Duvet Day. Johnny V, 3-1 on the morning line from Michael McCarthy. I wonder which one Ken is going to take. You better believe it's the 6 Duvet Day. Johnny V in the irons. And I think, you can't really say it's an improvement to go from Pratt, Luis Saez, Florent Giroux to Johnny V. That's not really a thing. But there is such a thing as different energy. And sometimes different energy can bring a different result. And I think that's what's going to happen with Duvet Day. Third off the layoff, Johnny V will get this one to relax and then make that one massive run to run them all down in the stretch. And we'll probably get 5-2 on Duvet Day when it's all said and done. And we'll take that. Nothing wrong with $7 coming back at you. Stay right there. Grade 2 Secretariat Stakes, 1 mile on the turf. 8 runners in here, 3-year-olds doing their thing. You're looking at horses here. This is a really interesting field because we've seen these runners before. Maui Strong is a good little runner. Simulate is intriguing, right? You take a look at the other runners to the outside. Dream On, especially going to be tough to deal with in here. But I'm going to go with a runner because I don't think there's tremendous speed here in this race. So I'm going to go with a runner that's going to have the chance to sit just off and then make that move. Doesn't have the early speed, but I think is going to be close enough. Johnny V gets back aboard. End of Romance. They were together in the Rushaway. That was earlier this year at Turfway Park. And now he gets back aboard as they go to the turf. Successful move to the turf last time out. Winning that race at Delaware. Of course, they're stepping up here into graded stakes territory, but I think End of Romance, morning line, 5-1 for Graham Motion, has everything you need. Now, 4th off the layoff. They're now completely acclimated, right, after starting their first 3 races of the career in Britain. Now they are ready to go. End of Romance, 5-1 on the morning line. Wonderful late kick, just loves to run past horses. There's just enough lick in this race to set it up. Of course, by the time we get to this, there might be a couple of scratches, and that might just ruin everything. But once again, look at the versatility with End of Romance. Look at the race at Turfway Park, sitting off the pace, running them down. And then look at the race last time out at Delaware. Closer to the pace, running them down. That's what we're looking for when it comes to the Secretariat. That is coming up this weekend from Colonial. And now we get set for the play of the day coming up on Thursday. It's one of those weird things. Usually, and we have all kinds of tools to keep us alert. When we score with a horse, we make like a big price. We want to come back and get that horse again. Well, we had a big price winner back in May. It was a horse by the name of Smooth Salute. And one of our subscribers told me, hey, Smooth Salute's coming back up again. So I looked at the race and I'm like, yeah, he's been running. He's run twice since we made our big money with him. And he hasn't been in the mix. But I think he gets a better setup coming up on Thursday. So Thursday, race number 6 on the card there at Del Mar, mile and a 16th on the turf course. And we really believe that our guy is going to get a nice setup. He's back and he's ready to get the money. We're talking about him again. Mama, they go that man. Smooth Salute. He is a deep, deep closer. That's definitely what he likes to do. But Giovanni Franco knows how to let him sit, make that move. Last time out, they didn't really have much to run at. And it may have been a little too far for him. He just lost contact with the field immediately, never got back into it. But you go back and look at the previous races, right? Mile and an eighth, and then I think even if you go back to 2024, mile and a 16th, that's where he lives. Mile and a 16th, mile and an eighth. Anything else, he's got an issue. And you see, he doesn't win very much, right? But when he does win, it's a price. So we get a nice setup. Look, if we have some speed horses scratch out, common sense is going to tell us it's not going to set up for our horse. So the pick doesn't have the same allure. But if we don't have speed horses scratch out, he's going to set up beautifully, right? So I'm going to go with my guy. So let's do it. Play of the day on Thursday. It is race number 6 at Del Mar. It's the 8, Smooth Salute, 15-1. Let's see if we can get it to come through for us once again. That was so much fun last time when it did. Let's do it again, right? All right. So that'll do it for Horse Race Bets here on this Wednesday. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, we'll see you here. I'm Ken Rudulph. Good luck and enjoy whatever you are into. Oh, also, let me know if you're interested in exclusive content. We talked about this yesterday, how I play pick fives on the weekends and how we can make money in other wagers that I've learned to really, I want to say perfect, but you can't say you perfected it because you don't hit every single time. But I have a really, really solid approach. So let me know if you're interested in that exclusive content here on Horse Race Bets. All right. Good luck and enjoy whatever you're into. We'll see you again.